Hey everybody, Eric here from Bloat Games coming at you today. Doing something a little bit different. As you can see, the sun is in the background, got my face almost completely covered in shade. But there's a reason for that. Today is August 21st, and so of course I'm doing the RPG a day 2017 question 21. But it's also, if you live in the United States, a very important day. It's the Eclipse Day. It's been 38 years since our last lunar eclipse, and supposedly I live in a part of Kentucky where the eclipse is almost like the perfect view. And so we're gonna see. We're gonna see how long I can talk and see if we can experience this together. Just so that you know, the question for 21 was which game packs the most punch and the smallest word count. And I know there's a lot of micro games out there that do awesome jobs, and I definitely would like to pick one of them, but I haven't played one enough to really give it a fair determination. So what I will do instead is I'll pick a different game. We're going to pick the well, let me first give an honorable mention. The honorable mention is going to go out to the Black Hack. I think the Black Hack, for what it does it very well. But the game that I think does the best job of setting up rules within the allotted time frame, or the allotted amount, is definitely Fate Accelerated. The Fate Accelerated Handbook is a 50-page book full with art, amazing design, a complete game, not a micro game in any way, and you know, it does what it does really well. I can't think of another game that tops it, so that's going to be my pick for today, for August 21st. So now let's keep going on the eclipse, which should be occurring momentarily. While we're waiting on that, just give you guys a heads up. Bloat Games for this month, we will be releasing the Vigilante hacks, it's Game Master's Guide, which is called A City Full of Sinners. So once that comes out, I'll definitely let everybody know about that. But then in September and October, we're actually going to be running our first ever Kickstarter. Going to be for the game Dark Places and Demigorgons. Anybody who's followed my channel for a while has heard me talk about it. It's our game that's set in the 1980s. Also, if you get a chance to go over to God Emperor 2, our God Emperor Leto 2 channel, aka Jeff Cape, he's done some play tests for us where he's actually filmed them and stuff. So that's coming up. So be on the lookout for that, news of that, and our Kickstarter. We're very excited about it. Of all the games that I've released so far, this one is by far my favorite. Not just my favorite, but most proud. One of the creative things I'm most proud of, actually, from all my life. And I've been blessed and been fortunate to be a part of several very cool things. So for me to pick that as one of my favorite is a pretty big deal. I'm also going to be sending out some stuff, so you might see some people doing play tests of Bloat Games products. Those are coming out, hopefully sometime within the next couple months. So if you watch this channel, and if you have a audience or something like that that you would like to maybe review some Bloat Games products, don't be afraid to reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to get with you and try to make that happen via PDF, or in certain cases hard copies as we can afford them. and everything. As you can hear, my neighbors are all coming out. Everybody's getting very excited about the solar eclipse while I'm babbling about the information for Bloat Games. Then looking forward, Bloat Games, just to let y'all know while we're waiting, got a couple conventions that we're going to be at coming up. We're going to be at the Derby City Comic Con, which is here in Louisville, Kentucky, my hometown. Once the Comic Con, once we are at that, we're also in the month of October going to be at the Imaginarium, which is a rather large book convention here in Louisville. And then looking ahead to 2018, we're going to start really trying to reach out and go to more gaming conventions. So if you have a gaming convention that you go to that you think is a lot of fun, something that's very favorable for small publishers, let me know about it. And also, if you're affiliated with one of those in any way, give me some information. We would like to get out to actually get to meet people. We've done several products, had a very nice, very fun experience doing it, but we kind of feel Bloat Games kind of feels isolated, so we'd like to get out there and actually shake some hands. Thank everybody who's taken the time to support us to get our games and everything. Let's see. All right, we're getting just a little bit closer. As you can start to see, the sun is starting to look much different. I am not turning around, however. I was unable to get one of the fancy smancy solar glasses, so we'll pass on those. I'll save my eyes, but via the screen here, we'll definitely let everybody who's watching in and get a chance to see it. And let's see. Sorry, got text right in the middle of it. So then on the flip side, if you're not somebody who's doing it, if you're just a person who's into role-playing games, if you play online, I'm going to try to figure out how to run some games through Google Hangouts. I'm not the most tech-savvy person, but once we're able to do that, we will be setting up some games to actually be played via Google Hangouts, and we'd love to have everybody be a part of that. I see I got two people watching right now. If you're out there, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Don't be afraid to drop a comment if you got any questions about Bloat Games, you got any questions about the Eclipse, which I am not at all qualified to speak on. I'll do my best to answer those questions as they come in. Yeah, here in Louisville, Kentucky is actually funny. Our kids got, your kids could stay home from school, and we made our kids go. Just saw it 92% anyways. Awesome, Jacob. Very cool, man. Yeah, our kids could have stayed home, but we didn't see the point in it, so we had them go to school. But my daughter, who has a homeroom class of 40 students, today there was 11 students in her homeroom class. She said there's almost nobody at school. But the kids are also supposed to be getting out of school right now. This is their normal time for dismissal, and the schools are not letting them out. They're holding them to save their eyes, to make sure none of the students look at the sky, which I remember when the eclipse happened back in, well, it wasn't a lunar eclipse, but it was some kind of eclipse. I remember being very young and it happening. I remember the school taking us out to do it, but taking us out to see it and providing glasses, but times have changed. So yeah, my daughter has very upset that she is right now stuck at school when she should be out. So it is funny. We have if you've heard any of my videos before, you've probably heard some dogs start barking at the mailman. It seems to happen quite often. Anytime I try to film a video, no matter what time of day it is, somebody comes to the door. But our dogs have been acting funny all day, so they have not. It's funny, they say dogs can sense it. They have definitely sensed it and have not wanted to be part of it. So sorry, I'm trying to keep the sun in there, but the glare on the camera is making it hard to see. So where's everyone else at? Is everyone else? I know Jacob says he's had a chance to see it. Anyone else had a chance to see the Eclipse yet, or anybody still waiting on it? Funny, I will say my neighborhood, which just came alive with people, is now like dead quiet. It's never like this. It's pretty interesting. I lived in Washington. Okay, it was a lot darker though. Yeah, well, it's supposed to become, according to what they said, is everything is supposed to become dark. That has not happened yet though. So we've been promised that we would see stars. We're supposed to, where I'm at, have 99% coverage, and then about 2 hours south of me is supposed to be the like optimal place. In fact, most people in Louisville who took their kids out of school, that's where they went, was to a place just a few hours south. I believe it's Hopkinsville is where we're supposed to be, like the opportune location to be completely blacked out. I do want to thank everybody for tuning in. Video's going on longer than I thought. According to the news, it should have already happened, but it is actually not happening. It's kind of in the process right now of going. So I have been enjoying everybody's responses on the RPG a day thing. I saw that Chalice and Chains said that today was his last day before he was having a hard time keeping up, and it is a lot, man. I knew it'd be a lot, but to make sure to get in every day has been a lot. But I have really enjoyed it. I've been following pretty steadily. Ivan Mike, Dark Age role-playing games, Runeslinger, Questwise. Who else? Ben, I don't know his name. He's a newer guy to YouTube. Been following him and a couple other people pretty religiously, and then just picking up other people here and there. I saw that Tim Samwise7 RPG, he just dropped like a big one, or a video that covered multiple days to do catch up and stuff. So that's been nice. I've been able to look at that. No, it's not Questing Beast. Yeah, no, Ben is his name is I do know who Questing Beast is. He's actually one of my favorites. His name is, the guy who I'm referring to, he's done podcasts and he's just now coming to YouTube. And his username is Ben and his last name, but it's like Ben Shapingly, Ben something. I can't remember the last name though, to save my life. Of course, I'll remember it later. I'll just drop the link to his channel in in the description so people can find him. But he's newer to YouTube anyways, but been around for a while. Yeah, no, actually Questing Beast, he's one of my favorite channels. His reviews are hands down, in my opinion, the best on YouTube. I love watching his flip throughs. He's made me spend a lot of money on RPG products that I had never heard of before. I have a feeling that this solar eclipse is going to give me a burnt neck. Any word on the releases of the white box cover variations? Which white box cover variations are you referring to? You talking about the white box fantastic medieval adventure game? As far as that, I have not heard when those that he's going to drop in the cover variations. I know he's only re-released the red with the new logo and new layout. I'm not sure if he's going to go back and do the standard white cover or the blue cover with the background. I have not heard yet, but hopefully he'll give some word. In fact, I'll reach out to Charlie and ask him on Google. I actually have not picked up the new version. I still have, of course, I got all the other covers, but I still have the original ones, not the ones with the updated XP and updated info. I hope that y'all can see my screen, see the sun all right, because it is like completely blacking out my screen now, although it's still very bright outside. You know, I don't think so. I know if it did, because it's supposed to get very dark and it hasn't yet, so yeah. Think it's over? Yeah, I know. Sorry guys, talking to my neighbors here. They're saying that the eclipse happened, and if it did, this is a big letdown for me personally, because it just got a little shady for a second, and that was it. But there was no real eclipse to speak of. I'll go ahead and I'll stay on here. We'll give it to the 2 more minutes, because that's the time that I gotta go get my daughter. And we'll see then. But yeah, for being the solar eclipse, because I've been watching it come across the country, and everyone else's videos, you know, gotten completely dark. And you know, like I said, we're only a few hours from optimal viewing, and not much happened here. All right, Jacob, you take it easy, man. Thank you for sticking around so long. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Everybody, take care. Have a great day. Sorry about the anticlimactic video, but it's been nice chatting with everybody, and hope you had a great eclipse day wherever you're at. Take it easy, everybody. Bye.